Okay, I've been talking about home defense, and I'll keep that in there for now. And the first thing I want to touch on is anything is better than nothing. This right here, Kel-Tec P32. Okay, very small gun, very small round. This is better than, say, that, which is an ink pen. I could stab you with this thing. Okay, I have seen in the DOC, I've seen guys tore up by a pen and or a pencil. So it is not nothing, but this is more than a pen. In fact, if you really want to get to it, this is more than a nothing. This is a Walther PPK blank pistol. This fires no projectile whatsoever, but it'll make them think you're shooting at them, which is better than throwing a pen at them. But more importantly, what I want to talk about is I've heard a large argument, and I've been argued with about whether you want them to know you're armed or not. I do. This is my personal feelings based on what I've seen and done in my life. I want them to know I've got a gun. I want them being whoever's breaking into my house, I want them to know exactly, not really exactly where I'm at, but get into the vicinity. Like, don't go that direction. You know, if you're going to leave out of where you know, just basically turn around and go the other way from my voice. Because I don't want them to think they can come find me. I don't want them to stumble onto me, which I have heard about. I can't remember much of details, but, you know, the sound of broken glass, called 911, real quiet, real hush-hush. And the burglar opened up the bedroom door that they were hiding in. And basically, they freaked out. Burglar freaked out. Burglar took off running. You know, but I don't want that to happen to me. So, I am going to make a noise. I'm going to scream the top of my lungs. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my gun, get it ready. And I don't have nothing here to... Okay. Screw that. I'll just do it, you know. And then I pick up the phone. I keep my cell phone and I keep my landline phone in the bedroom with me. I suggest you have speakerphone on both, because then you can dial, hit speaker, throw it on the bed. Throw it in the chair, throw it wherever, put it in your pocket, whatever. Then I'm going, as soon as 911 operator picks up, let's say, give them your address. Your address comes first, before anything else. Because they can actually dispatch a squad car to your house, and they don't have a clue what's going on. Not a great thing for the cop, but a great thing for you. Because if you sit there, and I've heard it so many times. Now, keep in mind, 90%, I believe now, of all 911 dispatch centers, if you dial from a landline, have your address. So, you know, but you don't want to rely on that. If you dial from a cell phone, don't know. I know a lot of them have the GPS transmitter thing, whatever, on it now, but oh well. Anyway, because the reason they'll do that is there may be a squad car or an ambulance or a fire truck or whatever you need a block away from your house. But if you go, oh my God, there's somebody here, there's somebody in my house, I don't know, I'm supposed to do somebody in my house, somebody in my house. There's 10 seconds. That's a block. They could be at your door right then and there, banging on your door, scaring this guy off because he's going to see the lights and stuff, hopefully. While you're blabbing on about who it is, what's going down. So this is what you do. You know, 911. Alright, 1313 Mockingbird Lane, I think there's somebody in my house. I have a gun. You know, it's me, my wife, my 3 kids. You know, Grandpa. monster thing. Anyway. So, you know, that's what you do. You first pop out with your address. You know, because 90% of the time, if they hear that, something's up. You know, you're not just calling because you're an idiot, which I have seen. You know, so I don't know, they're going to hit the magic button or whatever it is they do. I've ever been in a 911 center. So anyway, so I'm going to scream out, I'm going to yell this as loud as I can. You know, 1313 Mockingbird Lane, I think there's somebody in my house, I have a gun. Now, they know where you're at. They know, 911 knows where you're at. They know that somebody's in your house that probably shouldn't be there. They also know that you're armed. That's important. Because when the cops come knocking at your door, they're going to relay that information to the police that come. The police are going to know there's at least one armed person in the house. The homeowner. Now what that means is, if they're good cops, they're going to hesitate for a second or so before they shoot somebody with a gun. Now, I'm going to yell that as loud as I can. I'm probably going to say it twice. Which if I got time, or I'll do another video. Actually, I'll do that. I'm going to make a video of a simulated break-in. Just to show you what would go down. So anyway, so I would do that. And then I would probably either myself or my wife would actually take the phone off speaker and talk to them. Hopefully my wife, because I'm probably going to be at the ready. In that situation, whoever is the most combat confident, I guess would be a proper way to put it. Whoever has more of a mental attitude to defense should be the one that takes weapons. The person who may not be as competent should be the one who takes phone. In my case, it'd be me. I've got Army experience, you know, I've got law enforcement experience, I've got weapons training. My wife doesn't. So, I'm taking command of the weaponry, I'm taking command of the defense. I need to get my medicine. I'm going to take charge of the defense section. She's going to take charge of communication. Even if it's holding the phone up to my face because she can't talk. She's panicky. Which, side note, will help. If if the other person's panicking, if you give them a job, even if it's something as stupid as counting the carpet fibers, it helps keep their mind off that. .911 operators are trained in this, I believe. So they're going to talk to them. You know, hopefully my wife will get on. Yeah, my husband has got a gun. He's, 4'2", is a 7 foot tall mohawk with spikes on it. He's got a shotgun. We're in the bathroom, curled up in the bathtub. You know, I'm really scared. And the operator's gonna be like, okay, calm down. You know, give me a better description. What's your husband wearing? What kind of pants? What kind of shoes? What kind of shirt? You know, is he naked? You know, do they have any tattoos? Do they have any type of identification on him that, they can ID him with? You know, I've actually heard 911 calls where the operator was sitting there, so tell me about yourself. How old are you? Where'd you grow up at? Because they're panicking so much and they need to take their mind off the situation. Anyway, back to the original topic. I like go off on a highway sometimes. Anyway, I want them to know this. If I have a shotgun, I will jack around in that chamber as loud as I can. Another thing to do is hang a sheet out of your window. Have a flashlight in your window so the cops know where to come. Because from a law enforcement standpoint, my training, I would rather bring you out through a window and have no friendlies in that building that I know of. Because then I can go in without having to worry about, oh, is he good or not, And I gotta cut this off, so...